We are well behind the curve here. We are very, very slow to tackle this subject. This is very personal to me, as I have a very diverse family. But I've got to tell you, I was flashing back a long, long time ago. Some of you know, I had a career in the Marine Corps before I got into this wonderful business of athletics. And as I was a young captain many, many years ago, recently had just survived through Vietnam and was attending a professional development school in Quantico, Virginia. There were, I think, about 180 of us in this class, and we would meet in what we call the big blue bedroom. It was an auditorium with these blue seats. And we'd sit there, and these instructors would come up and try and tell us things, and every single person in the room was a Vietnam veteran, and they're going to tell us how to do stuff. You know, oh man, it was a terrible group to try and teach to. But we had one female, and we had one black male officer, my friend Art Ells. And the Marine Corps, in their infinite wisdom, had just created a policy of inclusion and had dictated that at every battalion level, which would be a group level in aviation, which is what I was, would have an inclusion officer, a minority inclusion officer. And this young major is up there talking to us about this new position that they are creating. And I see this hand go up. And here stands Art Elsie. And he looked around at this group of white faces, all of them men except for one woman who was sitting in the middle. And he looked at the major and he says, "You know what, Major? I don't want to be your inclusion officer. I don't want to be your minority recruiter. I want to compete just like you, on the same basis as you, for the battalion commander's job, for the division operations officer. I want equal footing, in other words. I don't want everybody to set me aside as something special." That's what we have to focus on. Our organization lacks senior minority leadership because we, at our institutional level, as athletic directors and commissioners, are not doing a good job of recruiting young student athletes as they're getting ready to graduate. You got these great kids coming out, talk to them about getting into a career in athletics, encourage them to get into a career in athletics, and we'll change this, but we're well behind the curve, guys. It's time to catch up.
Oh man, perfect.